with the first pick in the TSO draft, SpongeBob SquarePants.
We got to.
If he kills somebody, he fucking killed somebody, all right? He honestly got more impressive feats than half the people in the goddamn... We all, or most of us in here, have seen Dragon Ball before. And one of the more iconic parts of Dragon Ball, hate it, like it, or love it, was the Tournament of Power. But unfortunately, even though some of you call me Big Bro and Unk, I'm still a child at heart sometimes, man. So I, the TSO Sage, have decided to create a Tournament of Power roster that isn't with One Piece. That isn't with Naruto. This time, step outside the box. Let's do it with We're going to be coming up, if we had to make a cartoon Tournament of Power with the 10 powerhouses in the Nick verse. One per show is going to be the rule here. One per show. You cannot you can't spam Danny fans, you can't spam whatever case may be. But the goal is to come up with a Tournament of Power. Who are the selections? Who are the snubs? This should be a very lighthearted video that for some reason some nerd is going to ruin. But without further ado...
Hi, I'm Karthu from the content you've seen stolen on this stream, and you're watching TSO Sage.
The captain of my team. The captain of Team Nick for me, the first overall pick for Team Nick, going to be the leader of Team Nick. Needs to be somebody that can keep everybody in check. Obviously, everybody on Nick is a little childish, so that can't be helped. But it has to be someone that can keep everybody in check while simultaneously got to be able to put pain in when it's time to put pain in. And I think when I break it down in that way, with the first pick in the TSO
draft, TSO Sage selects
Water, Earth, the four nations
with the first pick,
together in harmony.
TSO Sage selects
Everything changed.
Avatar Aang.
I'm going with Aang with the first overall pick. Aang is also going to be team captain. We're not even going to think about it. What the heck is that? Come on, man. The reason why we're going with Avatar Aang is very simple. He's the fucking Avatar. He literally is the guy who has past generations of advice and leadership to piggyback off of. Furthermore, his whole thing is about what is right and wrong, how to go about combat and things like that. Now, every now and then, and especially in the Tournament of Power, he can't kill any fucking way. He's easily going to be a guy that could work around, hey, gang, you have this ability that probably could murder people, but you can't murder people. What do we do? Versatility.
He mastered all four elements. What the fuck?
I think Aang honestly speaks for itself. Everyone would have him on the team. The question is he the leader? Someone in chat said he's not a leader. I'm just going to call that rage bait. But yeah, Aang, I think without a shadow of a doubt, definitely a strong leader for Team Avatar to keep a lot of the goofy personalities in check, considering he himself is goofy, but he can lock in when it's time to lock in, and don't press Aang too, and don't act like Aang pussy. We all know that's not the case. Furthermore, as someone said, fuck airbending pushes, the Twinkle Toes gimmick, being able to dance around in the Tournament of Power, fucking broken. Now, you could argue, you should have chose Hama or Amon or anybody that bloodbends. No, I don't see. I think you walk a fine line bringing the personalities of those without telling them to kill people. And furthermore, all it takes is one nigga with fucking tune hacks to get past bloodbending and you're cooked because you brought somebody with the sole purpose of doing one move. No one-trick ponies allowed on the team. Speaking of tune strength, we need somebody who has the epitome of tune strength. Hell, we need to have somebody that's just the epitome of Nick entirely. So at the second pick,
TSO Sage selects.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
We're gonna take
SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, I know what some of you are immediately going to say, somebody, yo, why wouldn't you take Larry or Sandy? Here's the thing about Larry and Sandy. I've seen Larry and Sandy, when a real nigga want to press them, they're cooked. And not say SpongeBob doesn't have high highs and low lows. But if SpongeBob showed me anything, he's either going to be by far and wide the first person eliminated, or somebody that just won't fucking die. And I'm not going to lie,
I'm flipping that coin.
Literally one of the two. He'll either be the guy that is frame one flicked off the map, or he's the guy that not only just won't fucking die, but like absorbs your team and heals them and some bullshit. You know, he has certain feats that are fuck you good, you know, give him a magic pencil, give him the string, whatever case may be, karate, random rage moments of SpongeBob, all this other shit, man. Yeah, SpongeBob has high highs and low lows in terms of feats, and I'm flipping that coin. I think there's no way that you don't take a guy who is capable at any given moment of damn near soloing the entire fucking tournament. So, yeah, SpongeBob definitely on the list. Not a captain because he is just way too goofy. SpongeBob definitely captain here. Next up, we do need hacks. We need that straight up bullshit to happen at any given moment. We need somebody that can actually just straight up, hey, man, if anything, we got to reel them in. So with the next pick, shocking to nobody,
The third pick in the TSO draft, we're going to select
we're selecting
Danny Phantom!
Danny may not be the smartest guy in hell. If you wanted to kind of cheat, you could argue a Vlad here. I'm taking the guy that got the dub somehow, man. I'm just taking the guy that got the dub somehow. But Vlad is a good argument, but I think I'll fill out the smarts of this team very, very, very soon. And if anything, Vlad's a dick. Vlad would be like hiring Frieza again. And even though it worked out, the ends do not justify the means. If we're gonna avoid all that Frieza shit,
We're going to avoid that Frieza shit.
so yeah. Furthermore, yeah, someone said you could argue he's just straight up stronger than Vlad by the end. Anyway, do I need to talk about why Danny Phantom, the guy who can walk through walls, disappear, fly, ghost scream, nano blast, and literally
Possess people to walk off the fucking map.
wouldn't be more than valid? Furthermore, his flight, I don't know if it's necessarily legal or not. If he shows up in his ghost form without legs, I mean, he is a ghost. That's just how he moves, gang. It's not wings precisely, but they might even allow him to fly. And intangibility is nuts. So, yeah, Danny, even if he can't fly, Danny's broken. So, yeah, Danny Phantom's on the list. We didn't have to think about it. Coming in with the fourth pick.
The fourth pick of the TSO Tournament Power Draft.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to select Jimmy Neutron.
I'm not going to lie. Underrated combat experience. We see Jimmy box niggas. This nigga builds war machines for fun. He knows how to fight during a fucking war. He's almost like a goddamn anime character in this bitch. So yeah, I think without a shadow of a doubt, Jimmy would be good here. Weapons aren't allowed. Here's the thing. If you think Jimmy Neutron in the tournament that allowed Patara fusion won't find a way to on the fly come up with some shit with them rocks and be able to, yeah. Hey man, hey.
You don't know his name.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie. You playing with my boy Body. That nigga will just duck off in the middle of the tournament shit with the beam and then come up with something. And it'll be like, I didn't bring this. I just made this. I just made this. What are you talking about, weapons? I made this. I threw a rock at somebody. Next up. Now there's somebody that I feel like everybody's anticipating to come onto the list. And I'm thinking about that pick. But I want to talk about somebody who nobody's thinking of right now. But
With the fifth pick, El Tigre!
I'm not going to lie, it's not that hard of a decision either. We're going to definitely take Manny Rivera. We're certainly taking Manny Rivera. And if you don't know the abilities of Manny Rivera, that nigga spins this belt, shit gets active every time. Nigga has the claws that can extend. Nigga just has fuck you speed. He has does he have like some fucking hack ability? I forgot what it's called, but it's like it glows or something. Point is, El Tigre actually throws hands. That nigga actually puts mitts on people. You could argue maybe White Pantera was a better pick. Nah. Rudy, here's the thing about Rudy. Let's talk about while we're in here, let's talk about some snubs. Start off, my boy Rudy got the chalk. I don't think the chalk would be allowed. Unfortunately, I don't think the chalk would be allowed. Probably the biggest what if of this entire list is the eligibility of this man. 3, 2, 1. I think Timmy Turner has insane pros and cons. Timmy does bring fairies if they're allowed. But the issue with said fairies is also what could he do? Because the fairies don't allow him to cheat to win a competition. It's in the rules. Bringing Timmy allows the Jimmy Power Hour shit. And Timmy's always been a fantastic foil for Jimmy. I'm pretty sure his fairies are null and void. Now, does that X out this verse entirely? I don't necessarily know. But I think this is a verse that I might have to unfortunately stay away from, because then you could argue, well, bring Jorgen or bring Crash Nebula or the Crimson Chin even. And the Crimson Chin might just be a pick. There is a good chance that Timmy gets hoed eternally here. And if Timmy were to get hoed, we wasted the pick. So we'll come back to Timmy Turner. We'll come back to Jorgen, or maybe even Crash Nebula, or my shiny teeth Twinkle, or Vicky, because Vicky got some fuck you strength. I know a lot of you guys are anticipating Timmy Turner. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. He been crossed my mind. I just don't know if he works in this setting, unfortunately. With the 6th pick,
Invader Zim!
do I think Zim by himself, like, is throwing hands with any fucking body? No. Hell no. Zim next to Jimmy Neutron may come up with the most diabolical shit you've ever seen in a goddamn Tournament of Power setting. I'm honestly flipping that coin. I gotta see what the remains of it, but I want more than one smart guy in case Jimmy gets hoed or Zim gets hoed. We get 2 motherfuckers that are just fuck you smart on this goddamn field. I think we need that. I think we need those. So I'm definitely gonna say it's nothing other than that. Physically, Zim's a bitch. I'm gonna say again. Physically, Zim is a bitch. So like no, he's cooked. I'm just taking the guy just because he's smart as a bitch. So yeah. Now he's deaf. That's the greatest power. That's the greatest counterpoint you've had. That EA can't hear him. You can't hear him. So you just sit there. I mean, he can't hear you. So you'll just sit there and be like, yo, fetch me, I don't know, Cosmo and Wanda real quick. Huh? Cosmo and Wanda. Huh? Cosmo and Wanda? Yeah, this is him deaf ass, bro. With the 7th pick, we got some smart guys. And I think this person, Loki, would have an insane chemistry boost with Zim.
With the 7th pick, we select
5 o'clock, get a call to go blading at the skin.
Jenny the Teenage Robot.
And now the Zim pick makes infinitely more sense. Now the Jimmy pick that already made sense makes more sense as well. There is no universe. Invader Zim and Jimbo Neutron won't make her perhaps the most broken shit on the goddamn playfield at one point in time. The buffs would be insane. It would be fuck you good. That is Marvel Rivals team up of hell. We have 3 spots left. With the 8th pick, TSO Sage selects.
We're gonna go with the Shred Man. We got to.
If he kills somebody, he fucking killed somebody, all right? But hey, you gotta take Shredder. It's just too flagrant. It's too flagrant of a pick. This is a guy that consistently is fighting
The Turtles.
not one turtle, but the turtles consistently. You could argue, take Mikey, take Raphael, take Leonardo, whatever one that you want to pick. I'm going to take the guy that consistently fights all of them. Consistently fights all of them. I personally like Mikey more, but hey, man, I need somebody with a little bit of edge to them anyway, and this guy literally has knives on his fucking hands. All right, ball up top. We have 2 picks left. Let's get into another controversy thing. If you can't tell, I'm avoiding this kind of genre on purpose. Gang.
If it's not obvious, I'm sticking to cartoons, but if I wasn't, Sam Puckett would be on the list. Like, no shit.
Like Sam Puckett literally would, Sam with Buttersock, LOL. But I'm not, obviously, we're doing cartoons, Nick cartoons, so why are we bringing Sam? Furthermore, same song, different dance. Granted, I think there's an animated version of this, but majority of the ones I saw on Nick were human. Yeah, gang, it would be awesome to bring in the Power Rangers, but that's another one that, hey, bro, obviously can't, like, what do you want me to do? Cheat? I'm not a cheater. So, yeah. Yeah. Power Rangers, Sam Puckett, that one episode where Victoria Justice was in MMA, all that other shit. Yeah. It'd be cool, but I'm not gonna go the route of live actions where we got literal toon force out there. Plus, the title and thumbnail is cartoons, and here I am bringing in humans. Kind of a dick move. Oh, I got an obvious pick. What am I doing? Oh my God. With the 9th pick, without a shadow of a doubt, we need a guy that can, I don't even need to, I'm not even doing this. We're bringing this guy immediately.
Hear the legends of the Kung Fu Panda.
The fucking Kung Fu Panda! Come on, man, what are we doing? The Dragon Warrior has to be on the team.
Oh my God. What? It just hit me like a truck. The Dragon Warrior has to be on the team. How are we not about to draft the Dragon Warrior? Some people were cheating and were like, yo, bring Jake Long. Yeah, that's a different show. Different video, maybe comment below. But the Dragon Warrior? What the fuck? He honestly got more impressive feats than half the people on the goddamn Poe's broken. Yeah, that is a no question. Definitely steal. Yeah, no. That is a buggin' if you thuggin' pick right there. There's a show that looks impressive. Shout out to Winx and Mighty B. I didn't watch either of those two for real. Comment below why they're broken. There's a what was that show called? The Nacho Libre cartoon edition. I forgot what it was. It was like, fuck, what was that show called? I said one of them dudes looked smack like Nacho Libre all the time. He like literally that show, fuck, I can't remember that show. Mucha Lucha, thank you. That's what I was thinking. Mucha Lucha. I'm gonna be honest. It comes down to two. Now, to be fair to chat, they did come up with one of the two. The first one that comes to mind is definitely coin flip between this man or his rival, Megatron or Optimus Prime. Duh. But I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I'm not going about it is for two things. One, do I still want to go Timmy? And then two, do I want to open that can of worms? And what do I mean by opening that can of worms is once you push the limit on Transformers, then you kind of go to, okay, well, if that's what we're doing, Goku was on Nick. So, you know what I'm saying? It's, basically what I'm saying is picking Transformers to me, slight. And I love my Mick. But when Timmy is right there, and for all we know, he could just have his fairies be used. I think for the nature of the game, I'm going to hold Transformers here. Technically, if I had to choose right now, my pick would be Optimus Prime. But I'm going to say screw it. We already have Poe. We already have SpongeBob. We already have Aang. We already have Jimmy, who goes right alongside with Timmy. If it comes down to Timmy just having to be in a suit that, helps him do certain shit, Timmy has combat experience if it comes to it. But if he can obviously bring Cosmo and Wanda, then what the fuck are we talking about? Then he's just in the obvious pick. So, yeah, Timmy comes down to how strong is he? Is he just an Ultra Lord team chemistry boost? Or is he just broken as because he has Cosmo and Wanda? I'm going to flip the coin. We're going to see what Zeno say. And if we're being in character, really, Zeno the type of niggas to be like, what's that? Wow. Before they ban Cosmo and Wanda, personally, if I had to make that judgment, and think about who Zeno is. If Zeno saw Timmy Turner backed into a corner, he was like, I wish, and then two people popped up, or like pink and green gloves popped up or some shit, he'd be like, what's that? Oh, these are my fairies. They're cool. Easy work. You find Timmy fun and it'd work. So I'm going to take the chance on that. And if Timmy gets eradicated, then f him. We got a ball with 9. Now, the question is, ultimately, does Timmy Turner, Poe, Shredder, Jenny, Zim, Tigray, Jimbo, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, and Aang, Captain Aang, would they be able to take out Disney Channel or Cartoon Network? That is the $1 million question.
We're gonna find that shit out later.
Spoilers, if you want to get really nasty, the answer is no. But if you want to be fair, they got a shot.
Bye. Take care of the class.